you want to be introduced? Here, I'm gonna remove you guys. Okay, guys. Welcome back to another Double Digit Angler episode. This is episode 14 featuring Daigo and AJ Ramirez. And we're sponsoring this episode by Yellow Water. Let's bring on our guest right now. Daigo and AJ, how's it going?
Yo,
Oh,
doing good. Thanks for having
Good.
us.
yeah, thanks.
What is up? AJ, you just told me you woke up. Is that true?
Yes, I went to work very early this morning.
Oh, and then you took a nap?
Yeah, so I could be nice and energized for you guys.
Naps is like the most regretted actions that I do every day. Actually, I don't take naps every day.
I used to not take naps. Then I started taking naps, and I could see why people need to take naps.
All right, so guys, introduce yourselves. Let's start with AJ because I think Daigo is super popular already on social. Everybody knows Daigo.
No.
So yeah, AJ, tell me kind of like who you are and everything.
Well, my name's AJ Ramirez. Grew up in Diamond Bar, California, Southern California. Moved up to Monterey 6 years ago, and yeah, I'm now here in Monterey, working at Pebble Beach Resorts as a chef.
Nice. Did you cut your teeth in fishing in SoCal or were
Yes, I learned how to bass fish at Diamond Valley Lake in Hemet.
during the
where I
good
learned
days?
during the good days, but
Holy
I
cow.
only kind of threw drop shots and Senkos back then.
Yeah, and they still catch fish all the time.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. All right, Daigo, you're on the spot now. Introduce
All right.
yourself.
My name is Daigo Kobayashi.
Not Diego.
Not Daigo. It's Daigo. Yeah, originally born in Kanagawa, Japan. Moved here when I was like around first grade, and been living around the Bay Area since. Right now, I'm in Morgan Hill, California. I've been fishing throughout my whole life. I done a lot of saltwater stuff early on, then kicked into the bass fishing like around 2018, I think.
So how old were you back then?
Like when I first moved here?
2018, what is that?
2018, so I was like 20, 23, 24.
Oh, okay. So you got into fishing pretty late.
Yeah, I mean, I've done some like bass fishing, but not like, as competitive or like using lures. I was throwing like night crawlers on a bobber or whatever,
And you're like majority like baseball back then, right? When you're
I played a lot of sports. There's some baseball, basketball, water polo, but fishing just been like my weekend thing,
Oh.
But,
What about you, AJ? When did you first start? How old were you?
I started fishing when I was like really young. My dad would always go take me and my brother like fishing or for trout in the local, wherever we can get fish. But he had no idea what he was doing. So like we'd be fishing for trout with like saltwater gear and like ginormous rods and stuff. So it's kind of funny looking at old pictures.
Big old saltwater rods for catfish.
Whatever he could find at like a garage sale, that's what we
I think I used a trout rod to throw some Senkos when I first started.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
Did you guys ever use spark plugs for weights?
No.
What?
I use spark plugs for catfish.
Oh,
I don't know if that's good for the environment or not, but yeah, I used to fish over at Livermore and I would throw spark plugs and chicken liver.
No, chicken liver, yeah. And anchovies.
That stuff stinks, man.
Yeah, the stinkier the better for those catfish.
Yeah. So how did you two meet? Because you guys are super bromance.
I guess. I don't know.
You guys,
but
did you guys establish this relationship this year, or was it many years ago? Like, how did you
s-
guys meet? Go
No.
into it. I don't know who wants to start it.
I guess I can start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I created this community, kayak bass fishing community in the Bay Area called South Bay Kayak Bass Anglers.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I don't know, we're just hitting up people and be like, hey, I'll be here this day if you want to come fish, join us.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think AJ messaged us saying that he's from the area and he's looking for people to fish with or something.
Yeah, because I
Could have been
was.
on YouTube or something.
Yeah, I just got my kayak, and then I was just looking through some random YouTube videos, and then I think it was either Justin's or Daigo's that
Mm-hmm.
popped up, and then like I started looking at their videos, and I was like, oh, these guys fish all the same lakes I do. I'll hit them up, and then yeah, we met at our home lake, and then yeah, we just started fishing all the time.
Yeah.
Together, you three, or maybe just one at a time?
No, pretty much. Well, pretty much. If Daigo was there, Justin was there.
Oh wow.
Before, not anymore.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too good for you guys. He's on a
Yeah. He's on a big boy boat.
he's one of those guys like, man, you might as well buy a bass boat. Or you have more things on that kayak than my boat.
But I mean, he's looking into getting back into kayaking again too. So
How fast do you think that's gonna happen?
uh,
How soon?
I'm gonna say by end of the year, to be honest.
Oh wow.
Hopefully, I don't know. It's up to him, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I always tell him I miss him when I hear him.
yeah.
So tell me about your camping story at the last event. And like what were the conditions? AJ, you
start
go.
or you start? Okay, AJ.
Yeah, it was snowing. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, we kind of have done this a few times already to where we kind of have our system.
So you guys get snow pretty often, like where you guys fish?
That was the
Not
first
at all.
time.
That was the
First
first time.
time?
First time in my
Okay.
life fishing in the snow,
Oh, okay.
like on a kayak. Yeah.
Yeah. But then the weird thing was like by the next day the snow was gone because it rained and melted already.
Did you guys feel warm during the day before? Was it Saturday when you guys practiced?
No.
No.
It was so cold.
Well, out on the water it's cold, but like when you're in your car, you're
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah, as long as you layer up, wear the right clothes and everything,
Yeah.
you'll be totally fine.
What are like the things that would you say is a must when you're
Bibs.
out on the water in snow and etc.?
Bibs.
Good waterproof gear.
Yeah.
Waterproof boots, layer up some socks. You'll want to wear at least a pair of wool socks.
Yeah, at least one pair.
At least one pair, yeah.
Or two or three.
Did you guys roll in one or two?
I wore it in 3.
You wore 3?
Yeah,
I have
I
2
wore like a regular like Nike crew socks, then wool socks, and I have some NRS water socks.
Yeah.
Then over boundary boots. So
Boundary NRS.
NRS, yeah.
Okay.
then
What
like-
about you, AJ?
Yeah, pretty much the same. And I had 2 pair of wool socks on. I had a lot of base layers. I learned from fishing the Shasta event that
Mm-hmm.
base layers that dry quickly, like dry fit type stuff,
Mm-hmm.
is very important under those kind of conditions because cotton is your enemy.
I see. So
rainy,
are you
wet.
guys doing the merino wool? AJ, are you doing merino wool or
Is that some
synthetic?
kind of fancy wool that I don't know about?
Yeah, it's like merino is supposed to be. It takes on less odor and it's supposed to dry up quicker. Like you said, it doesn't absorb water as much.
I don't know. I've never tried it, but regardless of what I use, I still end up stinking after 2 days.
How about you, Daigo? What do you use for base layers?
I got some like Nike thermal stuff, like stuff I used to wear for baseball when playing in the cold. Like I'll put like a long sleeve compression, same with the pants.
That's smart.
Then I'll wear like I have one of the fishing hoodies on, like a hoodie like this, then over some windbreaker or like a raincoat basically.
So you're only wearing 3 layers. You're wearing a base layer, baseball
Base.
type synthetic
I was wearing
base layer.
4. I was wearing 4 layers.
Tell me your 4 layers.
So base, the compression,
Yeah.
then like a long sleeve, like a fishing hoodie, the light ones. Then like a hoodie, like a sweat hoodie,
Yeah.
and then like a raincoat.
Raincoat. What raincoats are you? What raincoat did you use?
Well, I have like some Columbia stuff. 6 Sense has. I bought this one like 5 years ago. I think I worn it like twice, but it's basically like a 6 Sense raincoat, which still has some thermal warmth in there.
Did
And
it work
basically
well?
covers all the way to here, so your wind's
cool.
kind of blocked off except your face.
Did it work really well?
Yeah. That worked really well. So
because when I was in like wind chills over at Kentucky and I was going like 3.7 miles an hour, that against the gusts, that's when I got really cold.
Yeah, you also want to wear a face mask too. And in the morning, I was wearing a beanie.
Oh, a beanie and a face mask.
Beanie and face mask. Literally, my eyes are the only part sticking out, basically.
Okay, cool. What were you wearing for a raincoat, AJ?
I have 2 that I use. One's like a Columbia one, and then I have one that's a Sims Challenger.
Sims Challenger. Is that the one that you recommend for wintertime fishing?
Sure. I mean, for me, yes, the outer layer was important, getting the water off, but it's the ones that you wear underneath it that are important. Because I like one of my base layers. It was kind of an expensive purchase, but it was what is it, Under Armour like 4.0. It's like the warmest ones they have. They're like a freaking $100 each
like
for
a
the
heat gear thing.
yeah. And that, I mean, I only wore that, a shirt, a sweater, and a jacket, and like the top half of my body was fine. It was the bottom half of my body that got cold most of the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it's worth it. I mean, I'm with you guys. I went base layer. I went to REI, got a midweight base layer. But I think honestly, what you're saying is if you go a heavier weight, I mean, you're gonna be toasty. You're gonna be nice and warm with the thickest base layer.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you could always, you could always take off a sweater and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how they say, dress in layers type thing.
Yeah. Dress layers and then strip it down, put it in your black pack or something like that if you need to.
Yeah.
So you guys, like, at least you guys didn't experience any wind chill at all. Like you guys weren't freezing where it's like, oh man, I hate taking a run from spot to spot. No?
We're pretty comfortable.
What do you guys use for gloves?
I have the NRS gloves. I totally forgot the name. It's the one everyone wears. It's the one Greg
Are they
wears.
nice?
So the thing is, AJ told me about this, but he has some latex gloves in his car.
Yeah.
So I basically wore latex gloves under my NRS gloves to keep it.
Did that really work?
Yeah, that helped big time.
Because wearing latex gloves is just basically insulation, and your hands, like if you wear them doing stuff, your hands get all super sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the secret.
Yeah. So even though like I was putting my hands in the water, the gloves will get wet and they'll get soaked.
Yeah.
But wearing the latex gloves kept my hands dry.
I think that's one of the most important things in fishing, like during these winter conditions, is your hands must stay warm, and then your upper body. You guys were saying you wore like 2 to 3 layers of socks and your NRS boundary boots. Are you rocking NRS boundary boots too, JJ?
Yeah.
Okay, and then your feet are toasty and warm all day, pretty much too, or were they kind of like?
I mean, they got okay, but I have a very small leak in my boundary boots where if I stay in the water too long when I'm loading, then water gets in there.
You feel
and
it. Huh?
I had a little bit of water on my right foot, and then I mean, it was fine most of the day, but it could have been warmer.
Oh man,
that's what happened to me. So I recently purchased another pair of NRS boundary boots. So.
Damn, that's the worst, man. When your feet are freaking cold.
And you got multiple layers of socks on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Wet
then no
socks
matter
times
what,
3.
it's soaked. Yeah.
Might
So
have to
you
try
weren't too happy about that. Did you do the same thing on Sunday? Like, did you bring extra pairs of socks and you
Well,
got a little water in there or
I
no?
didn't pack extra pair of socks.
Yeah.
I pretty much planned it out where I was gonna wear 2 socks each day, and then yeah, so it is what it is. I mean, I survived, but it wasn't that bad.
All right, let's get to our next question. I'm going through these comments. There's so many comments. It doesn't look like we have any questions though. It just says
Hey,
Team New
congrats to
Canoe
Max
everywhere.
though.
Oh yeah, congrats Max on taking
Oh,
the
yeah.
dub at McClure.
Kicked our asses.
So Maxley, let's explain it all, guys. So you guys fished the Slay Nation, California, over at Lake McClure, where it was snowing. And would you guys say it was like 35 degrees around there?
Maybe
Yeah, I'll
40-ish.
say low 33s and high was like 43.
Oh, okay. 33 to 45 around there, right?
Around there.
And it was raining Sunday and it was snowing on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And Max Lee took the dub. Congrats, Max Lee. He's new to Yak-Bass and Slay Nation. What does he say? He says, I layered up so many layers I couldn't bend over to take photos of my fish. Man, that's crazy.
Well,
we got a lot of New Canoe fans in here.
Oh,
Damn.
heck yeah.
Bass and Dad's like Team New Canoe in the house. But there's a bona fide guy in the house. I mean, it's more of like Team Bonafide in the house.
Shout out to Sean. Sean has the sickest unlimited ever.
You guys,
Demolition
okay?
fishing
Let's
right
spot
there.
out. Let's spot out Sean right now. Where is he at? There he is. Demolition fishing New Canoe. I talked to your boy Sean. Man, he's a cool guy. We talked a little bit before the McClure event. But let's talk about. We're gonna go off a tangent here. From the winter weather. Actually, before we go to that tangent, let's talk about what you guys would have done differently during these harsh conditions. Like, would have put on another layer, buy new NRS boots, or like, what would you do different? Let's go. Let's start off with you, Daigo. What would you do different?
I mean, I was already pretty comfortable with how I was dressed and everything.
Yeah.
So, well, one thing is I forgot to bring my sunglasses both days out there.
What?
So
did AJ hook it up? Do you have an extra pair for him?
Like 5 pairs of sunglasses. Should have just asked me.
Oh man,
bro.
But it wasn't like
the funny thing is I didn't even wear my sunglasses.
Yeah, so
it
was fine. But I was like, I launched and I was like, oh, sure, I forgot my shades. But
damn, you guys should get those. They're not amber, they're yellow, and they just make things pop a little bit more in darker conditions. You know what I'm talking about? Those yellow glasses that you use for bed fishing too.
No? Oh, it just makes it look like the water. You could see it through the water.
Blows up, yeah. So like any white spots in the water or sand or a bed, it just pops a lot more.
The dark color sticks out in the water more.
Yeah.
Yeah, every lens. Like I have multiple pairs of sunglasses with different color lenses.
Yeah,
like depending on the conditions of the weather and the water clarity.
Now that bed fishing is coming up, what do you guys recommend for sunglasses when it's bedding time? When you're just focusing on those spawners. Well, let's go with the winter glasses, and then let's go with the bedding glasses. You go first, AJ, since you didn't forget your glasses.
Well, I don't really have a specific pair of bedding glasses. I just have what I have. The two main ones that I use are the Milliken glasses.
Waterland. Yeah.
Those ones I have, I believe, in the bluish tint.
Yeah.
And then I have a pair of the what's the tactical bassin ones?
I Surrender.
Yeah. In I think it's like a multicolored. I forgot which one it was, like the amberish, I think.
Amberish, okay.
But yeah, I usually I have those two on me, and then I kind of just switch back and forth, whatever one looks better.
Right. I know, like that blue tint one. It doesn't really, for me. You can't see through that much of the water with the blue mirrored one from
I'm a
Waterland.
terrible bed fisherman anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Daigo, what do you?
Easily.
What do you?
I've been using like some cheaper sunglasses I could get off on Amazon. To be honest, I haven't really spent big amount of money on sunglasses. But I mean, I like using casking sunglasses. They're like $30. They'll work great.
You know what the thing is though, is like, those casking glasses, it's the same price as eye surrenders. Like
really?
eye surrenders is pretty much similar to probably those Amazon brands all day long.
Okay.
Because and I bet they're just as good as eye surrenders.
They'll work, yeah, but they're not, the greatest, like, Kusta other stuff.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I just got some pair of some I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Is it Torage? Torge. It's one of the sponsors for the Slay Nation.
Oh, for the Slay Nation, yeah.
Yeah. Torg or something.
Nice.
But I just got 2 pairs of those. But I haven't tried them out yet since I forgot it in the car.
Big Mac from the comment section says, I use polypropylene in the military as a base layer. Damn, we might want to check that out, guys.
I don't know what that is. I'm not smart.
Let's go back. Let's go to that tangent. Okay, since we talked about glasses already, we talked about headgear, beanies, face masks, raincoat, talking about top body, raincoat, base layer, long sleeve, sweaters, but the most important one is probably the base layer, something heavyweight if you're gonna be fishing snow. And then what about the bottom? We didn't talk about the bottom actually. What do you guys do for the bottom besides the shoes? Because we covered boundary boots, 3 layers of socks. Oh, and I actually want to shoot out some advice too. That I feel like NRS boots, you have to go like a half a size or a whole size bigger for more layers of socks.
Yeah. Definitely. I have a size 12 and I'm size 11.
Okay, so so you guys one full size.
I did, yeah.
I'm just wearing true to size. I usually wear size 13 shoes, so I just wear 13 boundary boots.
Do you feel like you're too tight now with 3 layers of socks?
Especially with the wool socks, it does feel a little tighter, but it's not too uncomfortable or anything.
If you're not on your feet all day. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's talk about the pants. What are you guys doing for pants or bibs? What do you guys use? Base layer, bibs. What is it?
Yeah, same thing. I mean,
same thing.
Pretty much. I have the same type of base layer as I do for my top. It's pretty much a matching set.
$100 for the top, $100 from the bottom.
Yeah, but
heavyweight.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I wear like a dry fit, like jogging pants or whatever underneath.
Joggers, okay.
Yeah, on top of that, and then I wear waterproof pants on that.
So you're not a bibs guy.
I have a pair of Sims Challenger bibs. I only use them if I absolutely have to. I just don't like wearing bibs.
What's the reason? Is it right up too much or what?
Yeah, it's something about like the buckles and stuff that like when I sit down, I guess just how the ones that I have, they kind of like rest on the seat and it kind of just pokes my body.
Oh, okay. All right. What about you, Daigo? What do you use?
For base layer, like same thing like what I wore during baseball, just like a compression legging with some thermal in there, so it keeps it nice and warm. Then I wear.
Do you stick to a particular brand?
Not really. I'm pretty open. Like I could really go to like Ross or Marshalls, get like a pair of like Under Armour, Nike, Reebok, whatever. Just a little thicker compression. Then I'll wear either. Well, this time I wore some joggers, like sweat joggers.
Yeah.
then over I just wore my bibs.
What bibs do you have?
I got it at Bass Pro. It's
The guide wear.
Guidewear, yeah, with the Gore-Tex in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a pair of those. That's actually my first ever pair of bibs. So
Dude,
and
I
it was,
heard they're a game changer.
yeah, it was actually really nice, and it has the buckle by the ankle, so you could
Mhm.
secure it on your boundary boots like pretty tight, and water's not going to come in from the bottom.
Right. I worked with a lot of construction guys over the past month, and they're all wearing guide wear,
Oh, really? Okay.
bibs, and because they have to set up all these buildings. They build up buildings in a matter of like 2 weeks, and they have to do it whether rain or shine.
Mm.
So what they told me is like, man, Bass Pro Shop, go over, or Cabela's, go pick up their guide wear, bibs and raincoat, and you're set pretty much.
Yeah.
All the other stuff tears, I heard.
Oh, okay. Well, it was just my first time wearing it, but other than that, like if that's like on the extreme cold situation.
Right.
But I mean, then other than that, I have some Columbia water pants with the overalls on them. So
All right, let's switch up the conversation now. You guys both tried each other's kayaks.
yeah, sort of, yeah.
AJ, what do you think about the Bonafide SS-127?
Am I allowed to speak freely?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
I hated it.
really. What was
Yeah,
the
well,
things
I
that you
mean-
hate about it? What are the things that you think or that you know you hate, but you kind of see like, oh,
Hate's a
okay,
big word, man. Hate's a big word.
like
Well,
you dislike this about this kayak, but you could see in some ways there could be advantages of it.
Well,
Go shoot.
the thing is, I've only been in a new canoe, so that's the only thing I know.
Yeah.
And then, I'm a bigger guy. And just sitting in that kayak, it felt so narrow to me.
Mhm.
And I didn't like the idea of not having an open deck
Yeah.
because it felt like what is that thing that's in the
The
middle
gear pod.
between your
The
feet?
gear
The
pod?
gear pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? This is it's in my way. And then
Okay.
I didn't like how the seat was stationary because I'm used to turning my body with my chair.
The
I'm assuming
360
you have
seat.
Yeah, the
360 seat.
360 seat. But like I said, like I've had this kayak for like 3 years now, and it's the only one I've ever used, so it's the only one I'm used to.
Is there anything that you can see foreseeable in the future that an SS-127 does have some pros to it?
Yeah, I mean it's very sleek and has a lot of compartments everywhere.
Okay.
But it's just it wasn't the right one for me, or
Okay.
it didn't feel like the right kayak for me.
All right. Do you think it would perform better in the river? The SS-127?
Well,
Did you test out kind of like the wiggling, the secondary stabilization?
Yeah, I didn't even want to stand up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we were just on it for like 5 minutes, and we're just like, oh,
Okay.
nope.
All right. What about you, Daigo? What are the pros and cons that you experience with New Canoe Frontier? Be
I mean,
honest.
the pros, I mean, obviously the deck space.
Mhm.
It is a lot wider for sure.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't.
AJ's grin. AJ's like, yup.
I've been trying to tell them to switch to an unlimited. That's
But yeah, I was just super awkward with that 360 seating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
Can you lock it in place where it doesn't go 360?
I'm
Or
sure
is
you
it
can.
constantly? It's constant. Like it'll swivel a little bit while you're moving.
No.
Fishing?
You have to like move it to
Oh, okay.
get going. But just it's something like you have to get used to.
Right.
We're in our kayaks so often, and
Yeah.
we know where everything is.
Is there any
And-
more like pros and cons people should watch out for if they get a new canoe?
For mine, what sucks about the Frontier is that the drainage sucks. So it only has 2 scupper holes that I have to plug in because I'm a big guy and I bring a lot of shit with me.
Mhm.
So
watch your language.
What? What'd you say, Daigo?
To watch your language.
Oh.
but like if I
Yeah.
if I start going through some heavy waves or white water, I take on a lot of water
Oh.
on my deck. So then I have like a mini bilge pump that I have that drains it out.
Do you get any water inside the hole at all?
I don't get a lot, only on like really bad days.
Maybe like a few wet spots in there, or are you talking about kind of like 2 inches of water, an inch of water in there?
No, not. I've never really had a really big problem. Maybe I would say 5 times out of all the times I've used it, it's gotten kind of bad just because I wasn't probably out on the water when I shouldn't have been.
Yeah. Speed difference. Who beats who?
I think Daigo's a little faster.
Bonafide's a little faster since it has the sleeker design.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. Thanks for that.
Yeah, like every kayak has its own pros and cons.
Yeah.
And everyone fishes differently, so whatever suits you the best.
Did you stand up Daigo inside the new canoe yet?
Yeah, I did.
Is it pretty much the same? Like,
I mean, it doesn't have the secondary kick like the SS127.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like you're standing up on a flat,
right.
deck.
Yeah.
Less wobble for sure, but
all right. So let's move on. Let's move on to a different topic. What do you guys think is the most underrated bait? And tell me why. Let's start off with AJ.
No, top secret. Just kidding.
Wait. Are we talking like winter fishing or just baits in general?
Let's talk about winter fishing. Moving on to, well, I mean, all fish are
like
in
right
pre-spawn.
now, I guess.
Yeah,
So
or like in the next 2 weeks. If someone's going
underrated
fishing in
baits
the
right
next
now.
2 weeks, yeah.
Most underrated bait.
Oh, let's just start off with the underspin. You guys talk about underspin all the time. You guys fish it all the time. Well, you don't talk about it, but it's all in your videos, and that's how you won. That's how you got second place, top 5 for the CA Bass Nation. Was it Clear Lake, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's an overrated bait or underrated bait?
In all honesty, I think I was just at the right place at the right time.
This guy's a liar.
No, because I throw that bait everywhere I go and it works.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's no secret that an underspin works. I only use 2 different colors of Kitex. If you know me, it's a white one and a
electric shad.
Electric shad. That's the only 2 colors I use.
Same.
So I mean,
are you using a white one right now?
No, I only use it when it's like really murky or darker.
What do you use at McClure? Because you caught 5, right?
Yeah, that was all on a ball head jig.
Oh, okay. It wasn't
with a Kitech electric shad on it.
What was the trailer?
A Kitech.
Really? So you wait? Oh, a ball head jig, not a football jig. Oh, okay.
Yeah, a ball head jig with a Kitech, and I was just scoping them. I mean, I could see them on the graph and just.
So definitely an underrated bait. It's not overrated. It definitely catches fish for you.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely works. And,
yeah,
any kind of shad colored bait, Kitex or underspin, it's gonna catch fish. You just got to put it in the right areas.
Live scope. Did you use live scope for McClure?
Oh yeah.
Did you catch every single one of your fish with live scope or no? Did you?
Yeah. Oh, the 4 I did with live scope, and the last one I was not paying attention. So, yes.
Dang. Would you say live scope is definitely an advantage in tournament fishing?
It is. I mean, you still have to catch the fish. To me, it's a tool.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring out how to use it. I mean, I've only had it for a few months now, so it's just one of those things where just gotta find them first.
Daigo, what do you think?
You could go around everywhere and scope, but if
Yeah.
you don't find the fish, you don't.
Exactly. So Daigo, what do you think about the underspin? Overrated or underrated? Because I know you're a lure collector. You just came from Japan.
I know. I mean, like underspin, like I'm pretty sure like a lot of people throw it. So, but it's not something that's like overrated, but it's also not like super underrated in my opinion.
Right. It's like it fits in the middle.
It's one of everyone. It's in one of everyone's arsenals for sure.
Yeah.
for this time of the year.
Yep. Okay. And then do you think live scope is cheating?
No, I don't have one, but I don't call it cheating.
Do you want to eventually get live scope?
Yeah, that'll be sick to have one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then I know you guys, I talked to Daigo, and we were talking earlier, AJ, about motors. I forgot reason why we were talking about motors, but the last message you sent me was everybody's smoking you guys with motor guides with the NK 180. Do you guys see yourself changing it up or adding it to the boat?
Well, I'm actually planning on to.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, it'll be running 2 motors.
Yeah.
NK in the back and XI3 in the front.
Mm-hmm.
But on tournament day, I'll probably just be using the XI3.
Okay.
You just use the NK to cover more water during practice, basically.
Why do you like the motor guide over the NK?
Because you're spending more time fishing than going spot to spot.
I see. That's true. Yeah. Running does create a problem sometimes. What about you, AJ? Are you even like, are you taking a half step in, half step out? What is the deal? Are you gonna go NK 180 or are you just gonna stick to your tried and true XI3?
I've considered it a lot already.
Yeah.
Just because, very slow at the gate, on those, especially on those shotgun launches.
Mm-hmm.
But like Daigo said, if I do it, it would only be for practicing.
Okay.
Just because you could cover a lot more water.
Right.
And with my kayak right now, I don't plan to. It's when I probably upgrade to either the unlimited or whatever else comes my way.
Was there a situation when you guys fished a, let's say, 100 boat tournament, 100 kayak tournament, Yak-A-Bass, and you predetermined that you were going to fish a spot, right? And then you show up and there's either 1 or 2 kayaks on top of that specific spot that you found during practice. Did you guys have a situation like that?
All the time.
Pretty sure, yeah. Everyone's probably been through that.
Any type of, the Yak-A-Bass tournaments were all shotgun starts before, and it's usually like 100 field.
Yeah.
And, anything within a 2-mile radius, you're fighting for spots. But that's also what's kind of cool is that you just have to kind of adapt and go look for something else.
Yeah, just make
so you
have
guys
multiple plans.
Is that the big reason why you guys would probably consider an NK 180 or the new 3 horsepower stern or even a Torpedo?
In all honesty, everybody else has them now, so it's like, do you really need it?
Yeah.
I mean, like we said, like we only plan on using the XI3 for the tournament only.
Oh, okay.
Since they don't, unless they start allowing 2 motors. But for now, just trying to cover much water during practice to figure out certain areas that you want to work during tournament day.
Right on.
And just focus on that spot during tournament day.
So the answer is you guys are sticking with XI3s no matter what.
Yeah. For tournaments,
Okay. Who do you think is the most consistent angler? And tell me,
is that even a question?
That's.
Tell me. Is that even a question?
I'm carpooling with him across the country, so I'm gonna pick his brain.
Yeah.
You're talking about Damien? All right.
Yeah.
Who's that?
You don't think Greg Blanchard is the most consistent angler right now? I mean, not right now, but maybe. What's your predictions for this year?
When it comes to statistics, you pull up Damien's Tourney X stats. That's impressive.
Yeah,
that's consistent.
Oh, really? I'd even pull it up.
Yeah, you need to look at that.
Yeah. Are you talking about like top 5s, 10 per year? Oh, wow. Dang. Who is the LeBron James of kayak fishing? Same answer?
In California?
let's make it nationwide this time.
I mean,
And why?
LeBron James of kayak fishing.
You're a basketball guy too, right, AJ?
Yeah, so.
So
Not
who's the
not
LeBron
not
James?
since LeBron joined the Lakers, but yeah.
Maybe Russ.
Yeah,
Snyder?
I would say Russ is.
Russ Snyder.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, he came here and kicked our
Yeah.
asses too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he lived in.
Yeah, he's originally
lived
from
here.
here,
Yeah. But that I mean, good for him. He is probably the LeBron James because he made the leap to go to Tennessee, and then he mastered the West Coast too. Who's the Steph Curry of kayak bass fishing?
The one that changed the game.
I mean, who do I hate the most?
Oh, what?
Yeah, who do you hate the most? Because he's popping.
I don't hate anybody.
The one who changed the game.
The one
that is a tough question.
The game?
Yeah.
Man.
I would say Greg.
Yeah. I would say
Greg
Greg and Chad just because they put it out on social media. And
Chad Hoover.
Yeah. I mean, they brought a lot of eyes to the sport.
Greg Blanchard's the Steph Curry of kayak bass fishing. All right. So who do you think is the sleeper, the angler to watch out for this
Daigo Kobayashi.
But it doesn't include you guys. Like who,
a sleeper?
A sleeper that's
one of them is watching right now.
Yeah, I'll say Max.
Max
Lee.
There we go. Max
who was on here too, I think.
Yeah.
Pua. He's always up there.
Oh,
John Myers. Well, he's always out there.
Yeah.
He's up there with Damien.
Yeah. He's just always up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max Ling is definitely a person to watch out for.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming in hot. Coming in hot. And Pua too. Pua just finished the top 5 recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 and top 10.
10. Yeah.
He's always very consistent.
Yeah. Damn. Good answers. What's your best muddy water story? Since we got all this rain, like, have you caught any big fish stories?
I've been catching a lot on reaction baits.
Oh, tell me about that PB spotty. Was that in muddy water?
It wasn't muddy. It was a post frontal.
But it wasn't muddy.
It was more. It's like in between stain and muddy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I caught it off. It was last month. Yeah. Yeah, I just caught him on a mid diving crankbait, working super shallow, probably like 5 feet, maybe.
Nice.
I didn't know it was a big spot until it jumped next to the boat. Freaked me out. And then AJ was there too. So, but
nice.
Yeah, Daniel had a good month
I did.
February was a good month for him.
Yeah.
Were you in the KBF monthly or no?
I didn't do any monthly whatsoever. I had like 97 inches in the whole month.
Yeah.
Of spotted bass.
That's insane. Yeah. Would you say mid 90s or high 90s of spotted bass?
No, I had like 97 inches. But like I'll say like 3 or 4 were spotted bass.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's insane. And the biggest one was almost a 5, right?
Yeah, 21.5 inch 497. You could call it a 5.
Yeah, I would call it a 5.
Just call it a 5.
That's too close. 0.03.
Yeah.
You have any big stories? Any big fish stories, AJ, in muddy conditions?
I don't catch big fish.
What was your biggest over at Clear Lake during that tournament? You finished second place.
That was a
21.5.
That was a tank.
What did you weigh it?
Yeah, it was like 6 point something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it's pretty rare, man, to catch a 20 less than 22 incher. That's a 6. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was if you guys saw the picture, it was a fat one.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I caught a 20 and a half a few hours before, or like an hour before that too. So
Dang.
it was also a Fallon.
So that was back to back.
No, oh yeah, it was back to back.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it wasn't consistent. It was like first cast, and then actually the
5
first
casts
fish, like
later.
the first cast was like second cast, and then I think it was like 20 minutes later I caught that one.
Oh, okay. They must have been like moving away from the structure, or you broke them up and then they came back. Are you fishing like a tiny spot?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the spot that I fished was very small.
Mhm.
You just found them.
I found a rock, so it was a long tapering point, and then there was a rock that sticked out, and all I did was cast left and right of that rock all day long.
And you didn't have live scope back then, right?
No,
Okay.
I was hoping,
Damn.
not scoping.
20.5 and a 21.5.
Yeah.
Dang.
How many more fish did you catch off of that spot? Your whole limit?
My whole limit, and then I called a few times as well.
That's crazy. Clear Lake is like that. Just one rock or one weed bed and
A one stretch, literally.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Placed at
mean,
the
I
right
was
point.
sharing a spot too, and I just happened to be on the right side of it.
Who was on the other side of it?
It was Jonathan Graves. Like
Oh, I
he
know
literally
Jonathan.
watched me catch
Yeah.
this.
That sucks, dude. You're just like, damn, I wish I was on that side of the rock.
Yeah,
You asked him to take a picture too.
he volunteered.
He offered. Okay.
But yeah,
Would you say like having the XI3 helped you position?
yeah.
With
I
that,
mean,
were you on spot lock the whole time?
yeah, most of the time. I mean, it was fairly calm that day,
Yeah.
but there were a few moments where it got a little windy. But
No
the
worries.
spot lock
Yep,
definitely helps.
definitely. What's your guys' goals this year? What's your long-term goals in fishing?
Not to suck.
Couple wins and an AOY would be nice,
For this year?
or just a year in
Yeah.
general,
Yeah.
up in the future sometime.
So
I
you
don't
guys
know.
are trying to do small
Yeah.
stepping stones. No bass bow in the future?
Nope, I am towing a bass boat on my Prius.
Nope.
Yep. So not 5 or 10 years down the road or retirement.
Well, I
20-foot bass
mean,
bow?
I
No.
mean, if there's
in
a
the
point
future,
where I can't do it,
yeah, if there's a point where I can
Mhm.
afford a bass boat, then I would definitely want one.
Yeah.
But for a long time, I'll be sticking with kayaking.
Let me ask this question. Do you guys make it a goal for both of you guys to buy a trailer within like the same year or the same 2 months? Because you guys,
yeah, AJ got his first.
uh-huh.
It was telling me how great everything was.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I mean, I had a hitch and everything installed, ready for a trailer.
Yeah.
But I just never came across the right one. So
Yeah.
I just started shopping for it. Ended up finding a cheap old one that I rebuild it myself.
Are you guys all about it or what?
Dude,
after
game
after
changer.
like we fished during the drought season, and some of those launch ramps sucked. So like the Orville ramp, or like the
Oh man,
the
Maloney's.
Maloney's ramp.
Yeah.
Those things are nightmares to drag your kayak up. Yeah, I was just over it.
Damn. So, I know, man, for you, AJ, I felt so bad because you have that tall forerunner. So like I thought it was bad for me, and I thought it was bad for like DK and I, because we're both car topping on the way to San Vicente. And we're
You
just
dropped your kayak at the top.
I dropped my car, yeah. Because dude, it's because I didn't know if we were gonna roll down.
Right.
Dude, that's a long launch ramp.
It is.
Right?
It was, yeah.
And then I took the strap off thinking I was gonna do that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go prepared on the side down the launch ramp.
Yeah.
And then I forgot that I did take off the straps already, and I just drove and it flew off, man.
Oh man.
Broke my bona fide seat. And I was literally cracked. I had to duct tape it. And I still ended up getting, I was
that was
still
during
able
practice,
to
right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, the thing is, for me, the car topping wasn't the hardest thing, because my kayak's only 80 pounds. So
What was the hardest thing? What was the worst?
Dragging it up fully loaded from the from the lake to
Up and
the
down, yeah.
car.
Damn.
And it's like a lot easier when camping now, since you can just keep everything rigged up, even your rods, and you can just drive to your campsite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
rig
in
up
like
there.
what, 15 miles an hour, just leave your rods in there and you can go
Yeah,
straight
totally.
there,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's an extra
Yeah.
You don't have
30,
to
45
car top
minutes of
it.
sleep.
Do you leave the motor on too? You fully rig it out at the camping zone and then you go there.
For me, it depends how far I'm driving to the ramp.
Yeah.
Like, if there's some bumps and like speed bumps on the way, I'll take off the motor.
Mhm.
But if it's like right there, then I'll leave it on.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for being on the podcast. You want to go through some questions here
Do it.
in the comment section. Is anybody fishing San Vicente Reservoir this Friday?
That is
That'll
way
be
too
a
far.
question for Don.
That is way too far.
No. Is anybody fishing a Sen 12? No, that's probably a question for the comment section. Nope. I know Demolition Fishing asked me what do I use for sunglasses. I use Waterland. Waterland sunglasses with the mirror blue tint, and then I use for bed fishing the Eye Surrenders with the yellow lenses.
Oh, so we're almost the same, me and you.
Yeah, definitely. I do feel like the blue mirror tint helps your eyes from squinting more, and it kind of, what I've noticed is that either if I forget my glasses or if I don't wear my glasses in my car, is that I start blinking a lot.
Yeah, just from all the sunlight hitting the water into your eye. Yeah. Like my eyes are red by the end of the day or sometime.
Right.
Yeah,
so I feel like the mirror ones are way better for your like the health of your eyes.
It just kills the white light.
Exactly. But the yellow ones is kind of like it didn't really help that much in terms of health of your eyes, but it did help you spot out followers, bed fishing, etc.
Just in the water stuff. That's cool.
Base layer, you want merino wool.
Oh, it's Aaron.
Yeah. You guys know Aaron?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Who's Aaron King? Tell me a little bit about him.
He's a Sonoma State
he's on the Sonoma State bass team?
Yep.
Nice.
He just came back from Havasu.
He has every single camping gear you could think of.
Yeah.
Dude, Maxley's totally right about that. Bibs.
Yeah, that's why I don't wear bibs.
Oh yeah, I had. Yeah, I was.
Dude,
like,
why didn't you tell us that?
I was dancing on the kayak just because I had to go take a piss, and it took me probably like 5 minutes to get.
You ever
everything
piss in your cup holder in your kayak by accident?
No, that's only you.
That's just you.
That's just you, man.
Aaron King says, from skin to jacket, I go base layer, lightweight, mid layer, fleece,
He went into deep.
Synthetic, either down to synthetic. Then
he knows his camping and stuff.
Damn, dude. Yep, absolutely. Free Spooling says, good tips going on here. Thanks for the info.
Yo.
Dude, he had a hell of a month last year at the Delta. I think he had like 104 inches. I like his pre-fishing videos too. Tells you what's going on. Aaron says I do lightweight rain pants that I store in the dry bag unless it's dumping the bib.
In the bib.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, literally Aaron has everything.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you guys know Mike Cordero? He says I wear stretchy pants.
Yeah, I bet him at Clear Lake.
Nice.
Cool guy.
Demolition says big man, little coat.
That's me.
And Frank Polyphone says sup slayers. Do you guys know Frank Polyphone?
I think he's part of the Slay Nation.
Isn't he like the
founder? He's the founder of Slay Nation.
Nice to meet you, Frank. 6PS Joel says, nice, definitely gonna look into the new canoe since I'm a heavy dude. Damn.
Sponsor me.
Daigo, what do you gotta say about that, man? AJ totally took a dump on us bona fide owners.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're a lot heavier person, then bona fide is probably not the route.
I'm trying to lose weight, man, so I can get an extra like extra 0.3 miles an hour. Literally, dude, I was hitting 3.9 before I got like fat, and now I'm like 3.75.
Hey, it could be the motor.
I was still hitting 3.9 McClure.
Yeah, well,
You gotta do
probably
some
not as
servicing,
big as
bro.
me,
You gotta
bro.
check those props, those plugs.
I think I
Always
need to
the,
put a new prop, man. It's all
maybe
bent out of
weight
shape.
distribution on the kayak too, for sure.
Yeah. Dave Nunez says heard AJ getting an Ike edition Hobe PA 14360.
Oh,
Yeah, if you drop down the price.
Yeah.
donation,
Seriously.
donation accepted.
Chris Cabral said red kayaks all the way. We're listing all the
I
questions.
met Chris for the first time too. What's up, Chris? At McClure.
You guys are pretty chill. You guys were going the same direction, right?
Around,
From what
yeah,
I've heard.
yeah.
Chris is a chill dude. Did you guys see his dual graphs and fixed up kayak?
Yep. I'm running dual graphs too now.
Oh damn! I saw that on both sides. On the left side, right? You're running two of them.
I like to keep the right side a little free.
293s or what?
Yep.
Damn.
Oh, did you guys hear about the Bass Pro sale that's gonna happen?
What?
I think from the ad that I saw, so the 12-inch Garmin is gonna be on sale for, I want to say like 1,500.
Oh, okay.
Under, but the 10-inch, the 10 is it 103?
106.
106 is 999.
Oh, okay. They're pretty much the similar deal to the last one. Are you gonna go 12 or no?
Dude, I've been thinking, but looking at the one at Bass Pro, I don't know. Like that's gonna basically take up the whole space in front of me.
It's really big. I mean, I went to the 10.
Yeah,
I
the
went
10 might be a better choice, to be honest.
Honestly, dude, if I were to do it again, I probably would have done 2 9s.
2 9s.
Yeah. Like AJ. Because like 10, it does look good with the GT56 if you're side scanning, but it's probably not as good as Hummingbird side scan, honestly.
But there is a pretty big difference between the 54 and the 56.
Yeah.
Okay,
there is. I hear a lot of guys saying that GT54 is almost like unusable for side
Really?
scan, down scan. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys have GT56s?
I think the 54 for me, because I got it like 2
54.
years ago. So
yeah, mine's the 54.
Do you guys feel like do you guys use side scan very often or no?
yeah,
I use it. I mean,
Okay.
not as much as I should, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like because I've seen someone else's Hummingbird, and I know that down scan imaging looks very clear and accurate.
Picture quality is the best in the Hummingbird for sure.
Versus our down scan. Our down scan's kind of like. Pua says, "What up, gents?
What's going on?
What's up, Pua?"
Eric says, "New Canoe Unlimited is the jam."
That's the goal.
What about you, Daigo? Are you gonna hop on that?
I'm probably gonna stick with the Bonafide.
Okay. Dominic, did you like the drainage in the Old Town or the Bonafide Old Town?
Bonafide
all the way.
Oh, really?
Well, I feel like there's less water in the hole. I mean, sure, the Bonafide is great at draining water, but if you're a heavy set guy like myself, there's gonna be water in there all the time.
How much does it fill up on your deck when you stand up?
Probably like.
Does it cover your whole boots or anything? Or
yeah, I definitely feel water. Yeah.
Wow, because I barely get like maybe the sole on the bottom.
Dude, you're probably like 215, 220.
No, I'm like 260, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I feel it all the time. I feel the water all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
that's why
once I sit down, everything just drains out.
That's why I had to get the NRS boots. I just tested them out last Sunday.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say, AJ? You're gonna talk.
That's why. I mean, I don't like a wet bottom or a wet. Like seeing like the Titans and the Bonafides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
do not like that.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do like a dry surface. Definitely.
You're gonna get wet regardless.
Yeah. But still.
Demolition says, how long are you guys giving a spot without a bite before you move on? He's asking for a friend.
I will say, I don't know. If I'm pretty confident in that area, there's gonna be like there's fish like swimming around, cruising around. I'll probably just give like 30, 40 minutes and see. But I mean, I'll always come back to that spot later on in the day.
Yeah, timing deal.
Timing deal.
What about you, AJ?
Well,
now that you have live scope,
it depends. Like,
yeah, that too.
If it's a new spot that I'm fishing that I've never been to before, and I don't mark anything right away, nowadays I'm just kind of moving on and looking for something that I see. Unless I have like, there are times where I have that like gut feeling that they're just glued to the bottom.
Yeah.
And you can't see them, and then that's when I'll try to stick around longer.
I feel like the live scope is a big help when decision making like that.
Yeah.
Like for me, like I don't know, like if there's even fish here, but with the live scope you can look and see if there's actual fish there, and then if there's not, then you can just move on to your next spot.
So like what you were saying earlier, Daigo, it could be a timing deal, like when conditions change, like the wind could pick up or the clouds can come.
Yep.
I scanned for about half an hour during before lines in, and I didn't see the fish that I saw a couple days ago that were like 4 to 7 pounders swimming around everywhere in 40 feet of water. So I went shallow and I was banging the bank and everywhere and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, bank sucks right now.
Okay.
I go right back to that spot in 40 feet of water and I see 3 to 7, 4 to 7 pounders just swimming around everywhere. So, and it happened in the last 2.5 hours of the tournament. And I managed to catch like 92.5.
That's crazy.
So
that's what happened to me at Folsom. Like all the fish that I caught were like after 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And those were the better fish. And then I tried to fish that spot, that exact same spot, multiple times throughout the day. Nothing.
Just the time of the day.
Yeah, it's time of.
And so you went to the same exact spot and then you caught all 5 there.
Yeah, and it just happened to be like I came across that spot late in the afternoon on practice day. And then it was just a timing deal.
Yeah. Fish move a lot. That's what I've learned with live scope.
Spots roam around like crazy.
Yep. Poor says Homer Simpson crankbait. I have no idea what that means.
I have my Pikachu wake bait that I'm excited to use.
Oh, dude, that would get bit all day.
Oh yeah, Clear Lake.
Maxley says, "What's up?" These are all probably delayed comments.
Yeah.
Chris says, "Yup." Chris Cabral says, "I caught 2 on AJ's spot."
You're welcome.
Send me a waypoint.
He must have went there after. I think he was fishing across the creek arm from me, and then when I left, he probably went over there.
Yeah. David Nunez says, "What about jackhammers? Overrated, underrated?" I think in California.
Underrated.
In California?
Oh, like this time of the year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's underrated this time of the year. For
Especially
sure.
on a spotted bass fishery too.
What about you, Agent?
Yeah, I mean, this time of the year I really won't throw a jackhammer, but once it warms up, I love throwing it on the Delta and the home lake.
Run grass and tulies.
Wait, tell me about your success right now, Daigo. Like with the chatterbait. You said you caught a 2-spotted bass with a chatterbait recently?
No. Like before, like I've caught spots on chatterbaits. Like
okay. Wintertime?
Like early fall.
Early fall. There's still grass then? Majority grass?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Austin
says, "Who's Damien?" JK.
What's up, Austin?
What's good?
Demolition says, "John Myers or Damien?"
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, if you
the LeBron, the most consistent.
Damien.
If you put John Myers' boat career on top of his kayak
Yeah.
career, also,
Yeah.
it'd be
Oh,
John.
okay. Big Mac says Greg is good too, but Damien is the true fish whisperer. Demolition says Gregory. Let's skip on to Demolition Fishing and Austin both say that Max Lee is the angler to watch this year.
A sleeper, yeah.
But Aaron King says it's Pua.
Pua's out there too.
And then Pua is sleeping. And then Pua says, I'm awake. I'm woke.
He's been catching them for a while. He's always on the top of the list.
Pua says, y'all being too generous. Daigo and AJ are definitely sleepers.
Yeah, I sleep in a lot. That's what
AJ just woke up too, so.
Maxley is always saying this. It drives me nuts. I'm just lucky.
No, yeah. Well, luck is part of the game too, but he's got some good, some
really got something going on. Yeah,
luck is also a skill, I guess, in a way.
Pua says, "Don't get him woke." Laugh out loud. Classic coming up. Pua says, "Watch out for Max Lee."
Oh.
Dave Nunes says, "What's their best spotted bass fishery?"
Maloney's.
Let's go. Have you guys figure-8'd a new Maloney spotted bass yet on a bluff wall?
Wait, what
was that?
Have you guys figure-8'd a spotted bass at New Maloney's in the bank?
No, it was on my yak and I didn't have my GoPro.
I had one chase my bait all the way up that it hit my kayak.
Oh my gosh!
There was a bluff wall that I threw my glide bait and I just cast it out and just burned it up to my kayak. And I see the spot coming from behind, just chasing after it. And I stop it and I just went figure-8 and just jump in and trying to get it. And I paused it for a little bit, then wham!
Damn! Do you want to shout out your? Was that off of a Bait Sanity?
No, it was a different swim bait. It was a gang.
Well, if you guys are looking for a swim bait, make sure you guys hit up Bait Sanity. Because Daigo is sponsored by Bait Sanity, and hopefully they're listening to this podcast and will sponsor both of us, right, AJ? I'd like a free Bait Sanity.
I'm a nobody.
Oh yeah, and if you guys have time, go check out AJ's Instagram. Where can they find your GoFundMe for your Bassmaster kayak?
It's in the link in my Instagram as well.
Instagram? Okay. So if you guys have time, if you guys have extra cash laying around, maybe throw you don't have to, but if you could throw a couple dollars towards AJ's way, he's fishing the Bassmaster Championship for the kayak series over at is it at Gunnersville?
Lake Chickamauga.
It's at Lake Chick.
Yeah.
So hey, make sure you watch your tactical bassin videos, okay?
I've watched almost all of them.
Hi guys. DK, my homework. What's your favorite jackal bait?
There's too many.
What's the one that you were using at Clear Lake?
That was the Mikey Senior wake bait.
Is that one of your favorites?
It's not really my favorite. I would say my favorite right now will be a TN70 Trigon.
70 is that?
TN,
what is that?
It's a Jackal TN70, but it's a lipless crankbait.
Lipless crankbait. Okay, cool.
But there's a model called a Trigon model. I think it's a JDM, and it has like a built-in weight on the mouth of the lipless, so it's gonna sit straight down like a Ned rig on the bottom. So that's basically what I caught it on the McClure. So just dragging it, and it also works as a weed guard a little bit. So your trebles doesn't get as caught up.
TN70, you said?
TN70
Tackle warehouse or what?
I don't think
putting on a tackle warehouse order as we speak right now.
No, the exact one that I was throwing, I don't think you can get them here, to be honest.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Might as well not even share that.
But the TN70 works really great. I like that crankbait.
Man, okay, here we go. Daigo, what's the weirdest bait or lure you've seen in Japan?
Mm.
If it's explicit, stuff, then don't share.
Yeah, I'm not gonna share it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Demolition. How many schedules you running each? Damn. How many circuits, guys?
So far, Yakabas and Slay Nation for now for me, and the No Limit, the native No Limit tournament.
Okay.
I think I'm a member of Wild West, Bass Nation, Yakabas, Slay Nation.
Dang.
It just
You're in
depends
all
on
of them?
whatever. Well, it just depends on whatever, because my work is pretty demanding of me. So
Yeah.
it's just whatever I can get off.
Yeah.
Because I usually don't find out until like a week or two or a week and a half before.
Are you committed to any of them though?
No.
Like you set dates? No.
No, I don't.
So it's
The only thing I set dates for is like I try to set dates for the food allergy bass tournament.
Oh yeah, that one
Okay.
too. Yeah,
Because
for
that sport's a good cause, and I'd like to set one for Marvin's tournament, the New Malone or the Native No Limit.
Yeah,
That was a fun one. I like that
sure.
one.
Mhm. I have.
That's
I,
awesome,
I had a
man.
fun time.
I feel like you keep it fun for reals though, AJ. Like I see your videos, I know that you're having fun because you work so much, man, and
Yeah, I
you just try
like.
to get out there.
I don't really care how well I do.
Yeah.
I just enjoy being out there.
Dude,
So
we'll
it
be rooting
is.
for you, bro. Don says trailer gang,
Yeah.
gang.
Dawn.
He just got a trailer too.
Big Mac says retired and bought a kayak. Pua says I'm waiting for a cookout invite from AJ.
Anytime, man.
Austin says yes, camping with the trailer is golden. No freaking time wasted on a building early in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Arnold V says, "What up, gentlemen?"
What's up?
Yo.
Okay, we're gonna have to speed up this. Let's go to questions only. Mark Cordero says, "What do you prefer, lakes or delta?"
I like the lakes.
I like the lakes too. I mean, I like the Delta. Just I don't have a lot of experience there.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys use in terms of what braid do you guys use for drop shot? Joel asking.
I use a P-line Spinex braid. I use an 8-pound braid to a 6 or 7-pound fluoroliter.
Okay.
I
AJ?
do Suffix 823. With I think I have yellow on right now, high vis yellow yellow, and the either 6 or 8-pound fluoro is a leader.
Okay. What is the braid? What size?
10 pound.
10-pound test? Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta give Matthew some homie love. What up, dude? They said, have you guys considered getting a van? Van Life Fishing is asking.
Yeah.
It wouldn't fit in my parking spot.
Whatever will fit in your parking spot.
Yeah. I live that apartment life.
Yeah, I know how that is for sure. Got so much stuff stolen from my parking lot. What about you, Daigo? Are you gonna go van life or what?
I've always thought about it. It would be nice. It would be cool getting a van, but I'll probably look into getting a truck before a van.
Truck before a van.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Money better if you go 10. Y'all see Chad Hoover's dual graph mount? Nope.
Oh, is that the one with the catch, the bar thing that he put up?
Oh, I heard about it. Yeah, but I haven't seen it.
So that
yet.
makes it easier for people to put 2 graphs on there.
Oh shoot!
For the live scoops.
Really? I don't know what is it. Did you guys hear about Natives coming out with a new design Titan platform?
I didn't hear about that.
A little birdie told me, but I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Well, good job, David or Dave Nunes. Just kidding. Eric says top spin or underspin?
Underspin.
What? I didn't ask this question. What's your favorite weighted underspin? Like, what do you throw more? Reach behind your boat, tied on already more often.
Quarter.
Than not? Quarter.
I've been fishing the half ounce a lot lately,
But
I
half ounce
usually
don't work, dude.
I usually throw the 3/16.
Same. Yeah, I mainly throw 3/16, quarter, or 3/8. I have some halves, but
The
I don't go.
halves,
I don't go to halves as
I go
much.
suit. That's when I'm fishing deep.
Yeah.
Dude, I fish half ounce. I fish in like 2 feet of water.
Oh damn, that thing's like.
Yeah. Yeah. I think of it. I fish it kind of like a chatterbait, though. You know?
You just burn it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
pretty much, and then rip
Like
it
up
if it
shallow.
gets stuck
Yeah.
or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like a
It's
swim jig too.
but it doesn't come as quite out as like a chatterbait. You know, chatterbait you can rip it out of grass. So if there's grass, I immediately switch to a chatterbait. But if
Yeah.
there's no grass at all,
You got that exposed hook, and
it's nasty. I don't know why someone hasn't created kind of like a war baits with some weed guard on it and with a little flash underneath.
You could always make one. Like you could get
Yeah.
like those attachment for like just a blade. That you could put it on the hook. I think Deco makes some. You could put it like on your swim jig or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think even Mr. B lure companies started making some unique designs as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you guys know anything that's a little bit less expensive compared to your cold baits underspin half ounce is running at $8.99?
$8.99.
Yeah.
Really?
Is there an affordable underspin that works just as good?
I'm very brand. I'm a brand whore, so
Yeah.
if I find something I like, I use the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And both of you guys are both cool baits fans, or
yeah,
is there
if
another
I'm
brand to
throwing
watch for?
underspin, I'll be just throwing cool baits.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like since they're based out of SoCal too. So
I like their baits too. I mean, I've caught over 6 to 7 pounders on it for sure. But it's kind of like one of those things. Is like $9 a bait that could kind of get expensive over time. So I was thinking about pouring my own underspins.
That'll be cool.
But they kind of look weird in a way to me. Like they have the dead horse shape or whatever, and it kind of looks like this.
Interesting.
It's shaped like that, and then it has the spin come off that way. But supposedly my buddy Michael Craig pours his own that's shaped like that, but he caught a 9 on it. So I'm like, you can't argue a person that caught a 9-pounder on that weirdly awkward shape underspin.
Probably because the fish never seen anything like it.
All right, hold on, I gotta take a piss.
Okay. Daigo, how rad was shopping in tackle?
Oh man,
tackle in
it was a hell of a time for sure.
Did you get any vlogging footage of it?
No. The thing with Japan is they're very strict with photography in the store. You have to get the store's permission prior to start recording stuff. So I mean, I tried asking a couple places I went if it's okay for me to record the the store and stuff, but they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're not."
Oh, so you just stop right there, right when you got that vibe. You're just like, I don't want to do this.
No, I'm just I was like, okay, yeah, that's all right. I get it. So I just enjoyed the especially the secondhand tackle shops.
Yeah,
I could be there all day, to be honest.
Oh, really? Is it what city if someone wanted to go visit? What city would they visit?
So there's a store called Tackleberry. There's a bunch of locations throughout Japan. They're the secondhand tackle shop, and depending on the location, so let's say if the location is closer to the ocean, they'll have more of saltwater stuff. But if you go more inland towards like all the lakes and stuff, then you'll find more bass fishing and trout fishing stuff there.
And you can find Tackleberry over in the inland section.
They have some everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been through probably like 4 or 5 in the city of Tokyo. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have to be a member to fish the No Limit event?
You just pay the entry fee and you're in.
That's pretty awesome. I think I have work that day, guys.
No.
Should I call in sick and do a kayak ditch day or what?
Yeah. Every hour, $1,000.
Good luck at Chick AJ. DK, see you soon, bud.
Me and
I think
Damon might try to make it back for the Millerton event.
Okay.
Oh wait, so you're going soon to the championship?
Yeah, in like 2 weeks.
Oh,
Damn, the build up, man. Make a short clip of this podcast right here. I'll send you the video. Just include it into your story. Yeah, so if anybody has time or a few bucks laying around under your couch in your Venmo, just transfer 100 of those dollars into AJ's account. I mean,
Yeah.
probably no one here's, like, let's just put it this way. We never really ask for money on our channels or anything like that. But if you can support an angler, I know how much it costs to travel across the country to go fish on that kind of magnitude event. So if you have any dollars at all, please donate at his GoFund page on his Instagram. Okay. What's your IG, AJ?
A_J_Ramirez.
Okay, awesome. And then Daigo, you don't have a GoFundMe yet, but you are fishing the kayak world tournament, right?
I'm planning on fishing the kayak world's championship, representing Team Japan, hopefully. So.
Woohoo!
And the best way you could support Daigo is follow his Instagram. Like all the content that he's sharing, because it helps with all his sponsors. Do you guys have any sponsors that you guys want to shout out on the podcast at all?
Oh, sure. Yeah, first, Bonafide Fishing Motor Guide. Couldn't have done any of these tournaments without those two, especially. Shout out to P-Line, First Gen Fishing, Woo Tungsten, Fat Bass Apparel, Bait Sanity. Hope I didn't miss anyone. Oh, the Rod Glove. Let's see. I also Mickey and Denise at Coyote Bay and Tackle. They always get me dialed in for every tournament and fishing trips I go to.
You said Fat Bass, right? You said Fat Bass
Apparel.
Fat
Bass Apparel.
Yep.
And yeah, all the guys at South Bay Kayak Bass Anglers, this Bay Area represent. So
nice.
Yeah.
AJ, any sponsors you want to shout out?
Motor Guide, Rod Glove, and Team Philippines.
Team Philippines. Woo. Did you guys watch the Jake Paul fight against Tommy Fury? No.
He lost though, right?
Yeah, he did.
But he still
knocked
made
him down.
$32 million though, right?
Yeah, I made a lot of money.
Yeah,
definitely a lot.
That's what I heard.
Pua says night boys, but hey, thanks for you hopping on. When did I ask? Like 2 days ago, I think. 2 days.
I think so. Yeah.
Thanks for hopping on short duration request.
Notice.
Short notice.
There you go.
Yeah. So we gotta do this again. We gotta
once
you guys
AJ comes back.
Yeah, once you hop back on, we're gonna have you guys back.
How bad did you do?
Just the experience of
the
travel.
plan is just to follow Damien around on the whole time.
Yeah. You guys are driving together, right?
Yeah.
I think what Matthew Brand was saying is pick a portion of the lake and just break it down.
Yeah.
Just because you're in a kayak, and don't try to spin out and start launching at every single launch ramp that you can find, that's my biggest tip. That's Matthew's biggest tip. And I'd say just fish, bro. Like
just go
fishing, man. Just go have fun. Don't be all 20 launch ramps.
You guys are wading way into this. I have no expectations.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have fun and enjoy the experience.
Dude, that's the best part of it. That if you're raising, what is it, a blue trophy?
I don't know what it looks like this year.
Dude, we would be so psyched if we saw AJ raise up like a big blue Bassmaster Championship. Yeah.
What's cool is that all the 5 California guys are going, so that's
awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. Wait, who's going again? It's you, Damien.
Garrett, Calvin, and Joshua.
Are you guys all rooming together?
Me, Damien, and Garrett are going to.
Yeah.
And Josh is with, I think, his family or something.
Oh, okay.
And then Calvin is with his girlfriend. They're making it
Oh.
like a vacation type thing, I think.
Nice.
I see. That's one way to kind of
Take
talk the girl to going. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a good night. Like I said, thanks for coming on short notice, and good luck
Appreciate
this season.
you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man, it was fun.
We gotta fish together sometime.
I need a redemption.
know.
I need a redemption at your leg, by the way, Dom.
Why don't you guys come up or come
Oh,
down?
yeah, we were
together?
talking before. It was like, hey, me and AJ should come down to SoCal. We fish some.
Well, yeah, I mean, my mom and my sister live down there, so
at Diamond Valley or what?
They live in Diamond Bar.
Diamond Bar, okay. If you want to fish the lagoon or something like that, hit me up, or we can go to what's the next best lake? You guys, did you like San Vicente?
I liked it. Yeah, I just hated all the trees underwater though. I lost a lot of my stuff.
Yeah, we can hit up anything. I don't care. Yeah. We can try El Cap or something like that. El Cap.
Yeah, I want to try Otai one time.
Oh, that's right. You didn't fish it.
I haven't.
AJ, come out to Otai. You fish Otai, right, AJ?
No, the only lakes I fished down there, it was mainly Diamond Valley. Been to Puddingstone a few times. Paris.
Oh, Paris is one of them.
I went to the lagoon, but I just fished from the bank a few times.
Dude, offshore is all about, offshore lagoon, no structure, bro. Like, insane, bro. Like, if you guys make it out in April or May, man, I'm telling you, cloud cover rolls up, dude. You're talking about 3 to 7 pound fish chasing shad, dude, busting on top of the water. I kid you not, man. I bet you everybody in your lagoon hates me because I have that video up.
My God, blowing it up.
Yeah. It's the most underrated pond ever.
Well, Butch Brown, he's the one that frequents there. It's no secret.
Yeah. And it's not anywhere the same. It's nowhere close to being the same.
No.
I mean, Daigo fished it recently with me last year, but Daigo was even catching 16 and 17 inches that day, like in a matter of like 3 hours.
Yeah, I saw a couple more like up shallow bedding, and I was working on one of them that looked like a 19-incher.
Yeah,
it wasn't ready.
Let's have 3 cameras rolling, us 3 on the lagoon, and we'll make it a video. We'll premiere it as like the first 1v1v1.
Yeah,
only if you do the same at our home lake.
Let's go. Yes. You know what?
We need a part 2, right? Yeah.
I'm going to Calero then. I mean,
oh no, it's not. It's not.
It's not Calero.
We don't talk about it much.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to your guys' lake.
Yeah, hit us up.
And we're gonna do a 1v1. Are we gonna do a 1v1 or are we gonna do a 1v1?
No live scope. No live scope.
Why?
No live scope. You don't need live scope at
Okay. All right.
It's not even
When's the best time? When should we do this?
Probably
April.
Yeah, that's the hard part for me.
Yeah, maybe like later in the summer, like June.
Summertime.
July, sometime.
AJ, what's the story with your work time? Do you work 7 days a week?
I work a lot. It just depends on when I put out the next week's schedule.
Yeah.
If I'm able to do something or not.
Yeah.
It's never consistent.
Oh, so you're kind of like an RN. Your week changes every single.
Well, yeah, not. I'm basically in charge of the restaurant kitchen, so I mean it's a big operation.
You know what? Hey, let's do this. How about let's do a 2 versus 2 team tournament? Me, Don, and I versus AG and Daigo.
Oh, and we should all go to a lake that we never been to before.
Ooh,
What lake?
We can meet in the middle.
I don't know.
We go to
Pine
like
Flat.
Nacimiento?
Pine Flat.
Nasi?
Nasi? I'm down for Nasi. Let's do it.
I've been to
Let's
Nasi
run it.
though.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Been
Pine
there.
Flat.
Yeah, like
Eastman.
somewhere in the
Yeah,
central.
anything in the middle.
Eastman.
Anything the central, yeah.
Eastman,
Alright.
Millerton, Pine Flat.
And then we could all Airbnb together. This will be kind of like the Guggen squad of the West Coast. pretty much.
Don't refer us to that.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks
All
for
right,
joining.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Later.
man.